Hi, I'm Bridget and welcome to your Truly Toned at-home personal training session. Today we're going to be doing back and some postural work. So if you've got a band, grab that. And if you don't, I would suggest that you purchase one. You can get them online from most big department stores, so Kmart or Walmart, depending on where in the world you are. Some nice small dumbbells. These are 1 kgs. It's going to be some rotational work with those. You don't need to be heavy, and if you don't actually have dumbbells, you'll still get a really good response not having dumbbells just by going through this movement pattern. And then every home should have one big heavy kettlebell. Good for squats, good for back work, good to get that progressive overloading of your muscles, so we get some hypertrophy, so some muscle growth, which is really important. One, so we can do all these wonderful functional activities, and also as we get older, our muscle atrophies quite fast, so we need to keep that lean mass on so we can stay fit, strong, active and healthy, and also the more muscle we have on our body, the more fat we're going to burn. So that's not just the fat that we've got on us, but it's the food that we're consuming. So it's all in all a really good wellness approach, looking at increasing your lean mass with these workouts, and make sure you're eating a nice healthy diet with a good balance of protein. So you can look that up. I'll put some advice on my underneath this workout, so you can have a look at that. And make sure you've had something to eat before this workout so you don't feel sick. Something, just a small snack is good. And also I would advise that you've warmed up, which would be maybe going for a 20-minute walk, getting your heart rate up, and then then get started on this workout. Excellent, let's get started. So to start with, you're going to do a nice stretch, opening up through your chest and your anterior posture. So it's opening up through the front, chest up, shoulders back and down. Do a nice stretch. You'll feel that tightness really tight along the front, especially if you've been working at computer or just children, driving, all of those things that will shut us down. So open up through the chest, and with those shoulders pushing down, you don't want to have the shoulders forward. You want to actually lift your chest right up, so you're pushing those arms back and down. That nice stretch, and hold it there. Excellent, good job. Right, so I'm going to grab your small dumbbells if you've got them, or if you haven't, that's fine, you can do it without. So I'm going to be on all fours, and with the dumbbell here, you're coming up and opening. So when I mean opening, you're opening through the chest, and you're getting this nice contraction through the shoulder blade, and your shoulder isn't elevated here, so you're not hunching. It's back and down, and getting that nice movement through your back. So that's just showing you the tracking, and now we're going to do it alternating sides. So you're going to come to that's my left side, and coming over to my right, and left, and over to my right. And my eyes are following my hand. I'm not reaching my neck around. It's a nice, just looking up. So my eyes aren't all the way up to the ceiling, they're just following my hand. Breathing in and breathing out on the way down. A nice expansion of the chest. Getting a nice squeeze through the back. Eight nice big breaths. 5, 4, 3. Now I'm on my knuckles. 2, because I've got dumbbells. If you were flat, you'd have your hands down this way, or also you could still do it on your knuckles. Which just gives you the wrist a little bit of a rest. So from that we're going to go into a nice seated row. So the row, you're going to need your band. So your band you're going to have around your feet, like so. Yeah. So my band's too long, so all I do is I put my hands in the handles and then shorten it. So I've got a good amount of resistance on. And drawing back, holding my chest up, nice squeeze between my shoulder blades, and then extending my arms forward. Come back, nice row, chest up, squeezing between my shoulder blades. My shoulders aren't here, keep them down, nice and low. So it's that nice contraction between your shoulders. And it's not, shouldn't be aggravating your neck. And coming back, and we've got that time under tension, so holding it there, holding, I don't know, squeezing the right one in, squeezing the left one, getting that nice squeeze, right, and control out. And holding, chest up high, doing a slight lean back, not right back, so it's just a slight lean back. So that's just getting my erector spinae, just getting a, helping keeping me upright, stopping me from being here. So you don't want to be there when you're doing your row, that's doing nothing. All that's going to do is give you a sore neck and shoulders. So you want to think up, chest is up high, and squeezing. So you need to hyperextend your chest to get that squeeze, like that. Good, and back. Extending out. Now this isn't a huge heavy loading, because it's just with a band. You can get some quite high resistance in some of these bands that you buy, but just watch it, being that you want to make sure that you're not pulling and rounding, and you're getting that right recruitment pattern through your back muscles, up and hold, then a slight stretch forward. Now I'm doing a bit of a extension, and coming forward with my row, back. Five more. Oh, came off my feet. Five. Don't want any of those at home injuries. It's a whole different set of videos. Five. So I've got no shoes on. You could do it absolutely with trainers on. But just my choice today because it's hot. So I've got no shoes. So it's just around the end of my feet. Good. 4, 3, and 2 more, 2, and 1 more. Excellent. Good job. Right, so we're going to put that down. Swapping back to our nice little dumbbells. And my fists again, on all fours, coming up, nice rotation through the trunk. Nice contraction from the shoulder blade, same thing. So there, like I'm not twisting all the way around, because that could hurt my back. And if you've got a lower back injury, then you might just want to limit your range, or if you've got pain in your lower back, you should probably see your physio. That's it, that nice. And the more I'm doing these, the more I can feel I'm getting better range through my chest, because that's stretching, and that better contraction through my back muscles. Keeping the core nice and strong, so I'm not sagging in the middle. So I designed these workouts so anybody can do them safely from home. They are an instructional workout. So keeping the shoulders down, chest up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect. Good job. Alright, so back to our nice seated row. Band around the feet. Or if you've got something that you can attach it to that's solid, maybe the leg of a bed, or I mean, I don't need to explain to you what solid to attach it to, but just something that's not going to move, and definitely make sure it doesn't move. You don't want something falling on top of you. And back, and stretching forward, coming back into your row, holding there, shoulders down, chest up. Nice breaths, breathing in, shoulders down, chest up. And I have to keep saying that because even to myself when I'm in this position I think, oh, hang on a second, I could do better at that. I don't want to do average. I want a really good contraction, so you're looking at quality work. Shoulders, chest up, nice squeeze between the shoulder blades, good quality contraction. So it's squeezing, teaching those muscles how to fire, when to fire, so they're nice and tight. Bring those shoulder blades in, helping assist with your posture, keeping your chest upright. We've got a lot to fight against with all our work these days is in front of us. Driving, working on computers, everything, so we tend to get shut down this way. So it takes a lot of work to get your posture, progressive and ongoing work to keep your posture good. But also, it's not just to keep your chest up and have that postural look, it's so that we can work out other muscle groups, so your shoulders, and work your chest without rounding off too much, and to do it safely. So if I was doing shoulder work and I wasn't upright and I didn't have good posture, I could really badly injure my shoulders. So it's really important to have that strength through your back to hold you up, chest up to face the world. 3, and it looks proud. 3, 2, and perfect. Holding there, chest up, squeeze, extra squeeze. Nice work. Alright, flicking the band off. Cool. Alright, on all fours again. And sun coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And when you're out and about, check your posture. Look at yourself in the shop mirror, you know, in the reflection in the windows. Just have a look. And I mean, obviously you can do it at home in the mirror, but these are ones to spontaneously check. And I've done it before and looked and I've gone, oh, I possibly didn't have my posture aligned when I thought I did. So just out of the blue, just do those spontaneous checks. Like I say, everything is progressively and consistently trying to bring us forward. So we need to respond in a way to counteract the shortening and tightening of our muscles at the front, or our arterial chain. these are light weights, I'm doing quite high reps, and we're retraining the muscles. So it's good when we're doing that retraining to do it at a high rep range. When you think 70 times to form a habit, 700 times to reform a habit. So if you're correcting your posture, then you'll need to do this on a regular basis. Progressive and persistent. 5, 4, 3 more. 3, 2. Perfect. Right, put those aside. Readjust my shoulders. And go. Same thing. Shorten the band. So I've got the band a bit tighter this time, just to have a more intense loading. And squeezing back and holding, really lifting that chest. So I'm not just leaning back, I'm lifting the chest. That, and squeeze and lift. And if you're really tight through your chest, then I suggest that you stop and at some stage throughout this workout and do a nice chest stretch to help let those tight muscles off, which I'll put a link to a nice stretch session that you could do and you should do on a regular basis. So I'll put that at the end of this workout. Now I'm going to shorten my band a bit more, add a bit more resistance. Oh yeah. I've got lots of gardening to do this afternoon, and that's going to bring me forward, so I like to get some really good stretching in before and after holding heavy machinery. You drop forward, you get tight and sore. So I'm preempting that soreness. I'm preempting the stretch, making sure that I'm mobile, and then I'll stretch afterwards as well. Right, lifting the chest. 3, 2. My feet are flexed, so it's not going to come off the end of the band, into my feet. 1, good. 1 more. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go and do your kettlebell work. So I've got a 12 kg kettlebell. Yeah, I would suggest that you, most people could usually start around a 5 plus. That's all I've got at home at the moment. I can usually do up to around 25 to 30 kgs. So start lighter, and it's good if you could get a collection of these. They're not that expensive to purchase. And then I'll talk you through the technique, and then you can increase your resistance or the weight as you get stronger. With our kettlebell, you're going to have it on the ground. The chest is up, my legs are split, so you can see one foot is forward, one leg is back. My front leg is bent, my back leg is slightly soft, not locked, because if it's locked, when you pull, you're probably going to want to rotate, and you do not want to be rotating your body around. So you want to keep your chest square to the ground, and the contraction is that stretch down through the back and drawing up here to the side, down and to the side, down and to the side. You don't want to be, and do not do that around, because you will twist your spine, and it's not a good movement. So keep your chest square and back knee slightly soft, so you don't lock the hips, so you're not going to get that rotation. You're going to have that focus on this nice back area here, so that nice bra line. And if you're a guy, it just gives you that nice, really nice strength and size through the back. So here we go. 6 My tempo is 2 and 2, so I'm coming up 1, 2, holding, down for 1, 2. Lovely. So, swapping sides. And so my back's nice and square, flat to the chest and shoulders are square to the ground, not rotating, elbow to my side. So I'm not looking at the camera as much, because I don't want to have that twist. Hand is on my knee, so again, stops me from twisting. 4, 3, 2. Cool. Right, so I'm going to also do a set facing the camera so you can see the variation in, or how the technique is performed. So, eyes straight ahead, coming up. 1, 2, 3, I'll turn side on. 4, nice stretch down through my back. 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, pushing my chest out as my elbow comes back. 2, good, and keeping that tempo. So 2, up for 2, hold for 1, and down for 2. Then swapping sides. Coming up, 1, control on the way down. 2, 4, up for 1, 2, hold, down for 1, 2. Up for 1, 2, hold, down for 1, 2. I do use power on the way up. You can see that it's up, hold, and control. Hold, and control. And this is when I'm doing heavier weights, or even with this 12, I'm tending to change that tempo a little bit. So I'm coming up for 1, holding for 1, 2, down for 1, 2. Hold, down for 1, 2. One more, hold, down for 1, 2. Cool. So I'm over, my back's nice and straight, my chest is up. When I'm coming up here, I'm not hunched, my shoulder is back and down, so I'm getting that nice contraction through my back muscles. And swapping sides. And the heavier the weight, you'll find your heart rate. You can see or hear that I'm panting a little bit. So it is like interval training. It's a nice intensity one. It takes a lot of energy to lift heavy things, right? Hold, control on the way down. Coming up for 1, holding for 2, 1, 2, control for 2 on the way down. 1, hold, 1, 2. 1, 2. Up for 1, hold, 1, 2. Control on the way down. For 1, hold, 1, 2. Controlling on the way down. And 2 more. Excellent. Right, swapping over. Take that time to set yourself up. This is an aerobics class. This is a weight training session. So we need that rest time. And if you find that you're getting tired, you can take, and you should take, a rest between sets. We're just going straight through. And after this next set, I'll talk you through a rest stop. We actually program those in to your workouts as personal trainers. You don't want to be too tired for your next lot of or next set of reps. So because you want to be able to put your full intensity into it. And also safety-wise, 3, lifting heavy things, 2, one more. When you're fatigued, it's actually dangerous. So it's good to have that rest time, and we'll program it into your workouts. So even, say, 45 to 60 seconds, let your heart rate come back down a little bit and recover. So then when you go back in, you can give it your absolute all. And that's the way you get the hypertrophy of the muscle, because you need to be fatiguing the muscle and working it on a progressively higher level, so the muscle thinks, wow, that's heavy, I have to grow. And you're not just going to get buff, because that takes a long time, and some of us genetically, we're just not designed that way to get buff. So by progressively overloading your muscles, you'll get that nice definition, and having a nice clean diet with good clean food, good nutrients, good protein, lots of water, and then you will get some really good results from your workouts. Cool, so I'm going to do one more lot each side. And 1, control on the way down. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Last lot, other side. Hand on the knee. And coming up to the side. 1, 2, 3. Your heart rate should be elevated now. 4, 5, 6. But your technique should be perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Good work. Okay. So that's a really good upper body workout. We've got some nice postural sets in there, and also some heavier work to help with that lean mass. Now I would definitely do the stretch first. Stretch through your chest so you've got that recruitment at the back so you're not too tight and hunched over. So do a nice chest stretch first, and then work into that nice postural work with the smaller dumbbells and your band, and then with your heavy kettlebell. So I do recommend that you purchase one good heavy kettlebell for the house. It's not too much equipment, but it's really good to have. So when we're doing squats, something like this is really good, and it should be challenging for you. Awesome. Okay, well done. I really hope you enjoyed this workout. It is a personal training session, so there is quite a bit of talking. So follow my instructions throughout, and I hope you learn a lot. And yeah, I will attach a stretch video to this clip, and yeah, feel free to send me questions if there's anything else you'd like, and enjoy. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.